Hello investors, my name is Dehan. Welcome back to number one place for all your investing needs. So in today's video, we're going to be looking at potential 3 altcoins to buy here on this dip. So obviously the market has been dipping here for the past 2 months or so. As we can see, the market is making a little bit of a recovery here in the past 24 hours, up about 2.92%. Our highest volume is going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin at 25 billion, Ethereum at 15.3. We see both of them are down about 3.5% and 2.5% or so. 37,000 on Bitcoin and 24.49 on Ethereum right now. So we're seeing a little bit of a comeback off of those lows that we saw at around 32,000 on Bitcoin and around, the 2100 area, 2200 area on Ethereum. So altcoins are definitely rallying. As you guys know, as the large cap coins start to trend on higher, the mid cap and the low cap coins start to push on even higher. So Binance Coin's up 6%, Cardano's up 1%, Solana 4.5%. Even down here, we see some other ones like Polkadot, Avalanche, and many other ones that are up about 3 or 4%. Polygon outperforming here at 8%. And then we see another big winner down here, FTX Token, which is up about 8%. But we also see some red. There are coins here that are down about 1 or 2 or even 3% as we see on the chart. So there's green and there's red. It's all over the place. You just have to look for the right ones, obviously, because not everything is going to follow that same pattern. So obviously, guys, before we get into this content, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Let's aim for 40 plus likes in this video. Subscribe to the channel and turn on that bell notifications to get notified every time I make a new video. First of all, the crypto bubble is here. In the past week, we're looking very red. So in the past 7 days, every single bubble on here is red except maybe about a handful of them that are in the green. And if they're in the green, they're not in the green by much. So we're seeing a lot of red, and some of them right here that kind of are sticking out for us to look at. Let's take a quick look at some of this. So right here we have ANKR token, which is down about 49% or so, and then we have some other big losses here. Kusama down about 27.8%. Even we see Shiba Inu right there, 18% down in the past week or so, and many other big losers that we see on this chart as well in the past few weeks, and obviously just a few green ones, but that's how the crypto bubbles are performing, guys. So the first altcoin on this list is going to be FTX Token. So FTT right here is trading at around $38.57. It is currently up about 8% in the past 24 hours. On a past week chart, we're down about 11.5%. Past month, we're down 5.5%. And then on the 1 year chart, we're up over 232%. So obviously this one was trading at around $10 last January. Hit a high here at $61 in May. Pull back down with the market to about $23. And if you would have bought that dip, you would still be in the green. And it went up to highs once again here all the way in about September time period, around $80. So huge move right there from, $10 to $80 in the year. So about a 700% profit. And then from that $80 range in September, we've just been seeing a downtrend ever since then pretty much. We bounced off of this 35 area that we've hit in the past as a support, and we're trying to bounce off of it and come back up past that $40 range once again. So this one is going to be very, very interesting to see if it can bounce back and if it can, break through these resistance areas at around $45 to $50 range and continue to push on higher, potentially past that $60 range in the future, and maybe even get to that all-time high area in the long run. So, something to look at for the next 5, 10, 15, or 20 years to see how this coin is going to perform and if it can break through those highs. So that's going to be our first altcoin on this list. Our second altcoin is going to be Polkadot, also known as DOT. So DOT here, up about 4.5% in the past 24 hours, trading at $18.30. In the past week, this one's down 17% with lows at one point at around $15.83. 1 month chart, we're down 37%, and then on the 1 year chart, Polkadot now is only up 8%, which is insane to think about. Cryptocurrency is only up 8%. It was trading at $16 last year. We hit highs here at around May at around $48, pulled back down with the market all the way down here to lows of about under $11 at one point, and then from that $11 range, we shot on higher all the way to about 55, so about a 400% profit. From that $55 range that we saw in November, we have lost a lot of gains. Over 60% plus of our gains have been wiped off of the earth right there as we continue this downtrend. Bounced a little bit, and then we continue to downtrend even lower. Right now, the support level at the bottom could possibly be around this $15 range, but it's a very weak low. Then after that, we're going down to $11 if we continue to push on lower. 18.1 billion market cap currently on Polkadot. 1.1 billion in volume, 39% lower than usual. We have typical hold time at 49 days. It is 75% buy activity, 25% sell activity, and it is ranked the number 8 coin. Polkadot is a protocol that enables cross-blockchain transfers of any type of data or asset by uniting multiple blockchains. Now, Polkadot aims to achieve high degrees of security and scalability, DOT serves as the protocol's governance token that can be used for staking to secure the network or to connect new chains. So obviously something to keep in mind is the reason Polkadot can process all of this information is because the many pair chains do a lot of the heavy lifting for the main relay chain. So as a result, Polkadot's network can process more than 1,000 transactions per second, compared to Bitcoin 7 and Ethereum's 30. That is a lot more. So as the network grows and more pair chains are added, Polkadot should get even faster with speeds that could hit potentially 1 million transactions per second, which would be insane compared to where we are with Ethereum and Bitcoin and some of these other altcoins. So Polkadot right here could continue to be a massive winner here in the long run. So definitely another coin that we're looking forward to looking more, diving in deeper for the next 5, 10, or potentially even 15 years to hit even higher highs than we're trading at right now at around this 18 billion market cap. And we were potentially at one point close to 60 billion market cap on this coin in the past, but it's still staying up there. It's ranked number 8 right now on the ranking. So that's our second altcoin. And then last but not least, the number 3 altcoin is going to be Algorand, also known as Algo. So Algo here in the past 24 hours is up about 6%, trading at 95 cents. In the past week, we're down 14%, guys, hitting lows at one point down here at around 80 cents or so. In the past month, we're down 39%, and then on the 1 year chart, we're actually still up in the green, 72%. So from lows down here of about 55 cents, hit up high in February, pulled back down, tried to break through, couldn't. Pulled back down once again over the summer at around 70 cents. And then we saw this, all-time high area right here at around $2.82 right before Thanksgiving. That was a nice little high, but since then we've lost over 60% of our gains on this one as well, with a downtrend with the market. So obviously when you see that everything is pulling down in the market, stock market, crypto market, whatever it is, if it's everything, it doesn't, it doesn't need to worry you about your coin specifically, because if the whole market is pulling back down, then obviously there's not necessarily something wrong with your coin. It's the whole market just taking a deep dive. It's time to take a little bit of a correction. Same thing with, let's say, if you own Apple and Apple drops 10% in the past month or so, and meanwhile all the other stocks are down 10, 15, 20% as well. Well, it's not Apple. Apple is not the problem. It's the overall market. So there's no reason to panic, because Apple is still performing, still selling iPhones, still selling everything else. So, it's doing the same thing as it was, a few months ago, pretty much. So unless they change something fundamentally around their, products. So it's always an opportunity out there. You just have to go out there and find it. Currently 6.2 billion market cap, 21% less on volume at 300 million. 58-day typical hold time. It is ranked the number 20 coin, 77% buy and 23% sell activity. Algorand is a cryptocurrency and blockchain protocol that aims to be simultaneously scalable, secure, and decentralized. It uses a consensus algorithm called pure proof of stake, obviously. So keep in mind, PPOS systems like Algorands are more efficient than proof of work blockchains like Bitcoin in terms of electricity consumption, because they don't rely on thousands of miners spending energy to solve cryptographic puzzles for the chance to win a block reward and earn transaction fees. So Algorand, definitely another coin we're going to be watching on our watch list for potential dip buying opportunities for the future. So those are the 3 altcoins. Now let's take a quick look at the rest of the market. Obviously, as we said, we're making a little bit of a bounce back here in the past few days. So here we have Dogecoin. Dogecoin still bouncing around. I mean, it doesn't really matter what the market is doing. Dogecoin is kind of always going down, no matter what. We just see a downtrend all the time. So in the past year, this one's up 350%. As you can see, this is pretty much when all the hype started happening last year. So a lot of these gains are going to get wiped out once we get to May time period. And if Dogecoin doesn't start to get up, it's going to be in the negative by far. Like a lot, like 60-70% lower than it was at the all-time high areas right there. So 18.8 billion market cap on Doge. Now, Bitcoin here, we saw it bounce off as the market on the stock market actually pulled back down. So did Bitcoin. Then it came back up overnight. Here, it was up 3.5% in the past 24 hours. In the past week, we're down 4%. Past month, down 24%. And then on the 1 year chart, we're up 11%. So we're kind of like bouncing off of this area potentially. We might see another, drop before we see another pump on the higher. But we're going to have to wait and see. 707.4 billion market cap, 34% of the crypto market space. Volume is down 21%. We have 76% buy activity and 24% sell activity on Bitcoin. Ethereum, pretty much same pattern here, up 2.5%. Past week, we're down 14%. On the 1 month chart, we're down 37%. And then on the 1 year chart, we're up about 83%. So Ethereum looking a little bit nicer here, obviously, as we hit highs once again and again. pulled back down, seeing that same curve on the downtrend right now. We could potentially go lower. I would not be surprised if it did go lower under 2,000 and potentially even to that 1,800 support level that we see. 292.6 billion market cap, 14% of the crypto market space. Volume is down on this one as well, just like with Bitcoin, 32% lower. We have 77% buy activity and 23% sell activity on Ethereum. Now, obviously, Ethereum, I'm very, very bullish in the long term personally, and I believe that this coin will hit over $10,000 per coin, which gives you about a 300% opportunity right there on the upside. So definitely an interesting one to watch for the next 5, 10, or 15 years in the future as it continues to grow and grow more and more. Right now we're seeing a slight pullback, obviously, because crypto does not only go up, same as stocks. They do not go only up. They can come back down as well. So it's very interesting, but you have to do your own research before investing, guys. As always, I'm not a financial advisor, so before investing, speak to your financial advisor and do your own due diligence. This is all for entertainment purposes. It is not financial advice. So guys, smash that like button for me if you guys like this type of content. Subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification so you get notified every time I make a new video. And as always, have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.